Hello everybody and welcome to our first lecture of Learn to Swim program, and today we're going to talking about what is the best age to start to learn to swim. And the answer is as soon as possible. I really hope I've answered your question and I will see you in the next video. Joking here, joking. Okay, let's start from the very beginning, and the very beginning is from the age when we were born, 0 to 1. Okay, I'm sure this age group, we call them babies, and a lot of parents would like to bring their kids to the swimming pool, to the swimming lessons, which is not a bad idea. However, there are some restrictions and some information I would like to share with you before you do so. And the first thing, you need to take into consideration the fact that the babies from age of 0 to 1 cannot regulate their body temperature properly. So if you do decide to take swimming lessons, please make sure that the swimming pool that you're going to be using has temperature 32 plus Celsius. Okay? The reason, as I said, because the babies cannot regulate the temperature. It is very important. Please try not to take your babies to the fitness pools, you know, like big swimming pools, like 25, 50 meters, because usually the temperatures in those pools are between 25 to 29 degrees. It is way too cold, okay? It's one of the important things. Another important thing for this age group is the length of the lesson. The length of the lesson, again, should not be that long. It should be between 20 to 30 minutes at most, okay? Again, for the same reason, the babies cannot regulate the body temperature, and even in 32 degrees plus, they might get cold, and we don't want them to get like hypothermia and this kind of stuff, okay? So it can be dangerous. And now, once we've covered this, let's move on to the next important information. We're still talking about the age group from 0 to 1, and what I would like to say is, if you decide to go to the swimming pool, make sure you, the teachers or yourself, do not give no instructions, because at this age, babies psychologically and physically are not ready to follow the instructions, no matter what the instructions are. I'm talking about learn to swim stroke. So if you want your baby to learn to swim front crawl, backstroke, breaststroke or butterfly, this is not going to work at all, okay? So what you should be doing, just bring your baby to the swimming pool, hold them on your hands, walk around the pool, do a bit of fun games, whatever, but do not teach them skills, because that would be the waste of your time and waste of the baby's time, and that actually might put them off, because what they want to do at these ages is explore the world. And especially when you bring them to the swimming pool, it's a brand new environment for them. They wanna learn it, they wanna see what they can do. Make sure you always stay with them. Another one of the main no's or restrictions at this age is the baby's immune system. The immune system is not yet developed properly. So, as you know, there are a lot of bacteria and germs in the swimming pool. Even there is a chlorine, it doesn't matter. It's still there, okay? So I would strongly not recommend you to bring your baby to the public place any sooner than from age of 6 months. Okay? 6 months. It's nothing to do with lessons. I'm talking about the public places where a lot of people go, and we don't know who these people are, how clean or how dirty they are. Yeah. So to make sure your baby gets stronger and will develop their immune system a little bit better during those 6 months, please do not visit the public places. What you can do instead? Well, if you're lucky enough to have a bathtub at home, you can do the first introduction to the water at home in your bathtub. What can you do in there? It's very simple. If you could fill up the bathtub, let's say about that much, to make sure your baby can sit in there, or you hold your baby and just let it enjoy the water. Let the baby splash. Give some toys probably. Just again, play a little bit so the baby will get used to it, okay? At the same time, they will build their immune system. When you're in the water, the immune system works better because it is what it is. And then they will start developing their immune system. And you kind of prepare them to go to the public place at the age of 6 months. The water temperature in the bathtub, again, you can buy a thermometer, same thing, 32 up to 40 at most, max Celsius, okay? Do not make it too hot. You don't want your baby to get overheated and this kind of stuff. So that's a very maximum, okay? And again, the length of the session in the bathtub should not be any longer, 20 to 30 minutes at most. Be patient. If you have decided to start the public lessons or group lessons with your babies from 6 months, and attend parent and baby lessons, that's what they're called, please ensure that the teacher does not deliver no skills. Okay, so remember what I said, there should be no skills, no kicking, no arms movements, none of that. So babies should be just getting used to the water with parents together. Usually parents are in the pool with them. So you hold your own baby and you just walk around the pool and doing some singing songs. The babies get to know each other from with other parents. They just communicate and this kind of stuff. So lessons should have no aims, no goals, nothing. Okay, you will not get the most out of those lessons. However, your baby will start getting used to the water, to the big waters I'm talking about, not the bathtub, the swimming pool. It does play a good role. At the same time, your baby will start improving their immune system even better, which is another important thing. The next age group I would like to talk to you about is the age group from 1 to 3 years of age /4. Okay, this is the next age group. Again, at this particular age group, if you decide to bring your child to the swimming lessons, it should not be focusing on learning skills. Skills, I'm talking about learning skills of strokes. What I'm talking about is learning front row, backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, starts and turns. That should not be the main focus at the swimming lessons at this particular age. However, what the kids can learn at this age is they can move up to the next stage of getting used to the water. They might start learning how to float on their back, okay? Of course, with the constant supervision of the parent or of the teacher. They can start to learn how to place their face in the water, how to blow bubbles, how to float on the front, and this kind of stuff, okay? Please do not learn no skills, no strokes. Again, for the same reason, kids at this, toddlers at this age, cannot take instructions properly and analyze what you tell them and what you want from them, okay? So this is very important. Do not rush, all right? So not much of a difference between 0 to 1 and 1 to 4. Like I said, but what you can do is slightly make their lessons more advanced. Yeah, floating on the back, floating on the front, blowing bubbles, holding their breath under the water. These kind of things, okay? So that will help your baby to develop, and that will be the next step to the next age group. Another thing I would like to mention, guys, is to make sure, like I've already said, that the lessons should be pressure-free, okay? For instance, if you bring your child to the swimming lessons, no matter the age, usually it happens with the little kids between the age of 4 and age of 9, and your child is crying, started to crying, okay? And I've seen a lot of parents just come to poolside and they're just, little Johnny, stop crying. There's no reason to cry. Get in the pool, listen to your teacher. Stop it. Stop it there and then. Okay? Why? If your child is crying, there is a reason. Child will not start crying for no reason. What the reason could be, if it's their first lesson and they haven't seen swimming pool before, just the fact of the swimming pool and of a group lessons might put your child off. That might be the reason why they're crying. They're crying of unknown, okay? Please be patient, okay? And for the teachers, if you're a teacher, for instance, and you get this kind of child that just been brought to your swimming lessons and the child started crying, okay? Please be patient. I know sometimes you've got 5, 6, 10 lessons during the day and you don't have time for it. You should, okay? And you should explain to parents that if the child doesn't want to get in the pool right away, yeah, they don't have to. What you could do is to simply take this child basically under your wing, yeah, and not literally, but put this child next to you and let them know that there won't be no pressure. If they don't have to learn to swim right now, they can take their time. But keep them on poolside with you, even if they want to, if they will be sitting on the wall or on the floor or on the bench, whatever. Let them do it. Let them get used to it. There is an example. I remember I was running the lesson and one lady approached me and she goes, "Are you Tim?" I was like, "Yes, I am." She goes, "Tim, one of the moms suggested you to us," and I was like, "Well, thank you. That's nice, okay." And she goes, "Tim, I have a little problem. My son is 6 and he doesn't like swimming lessons at all. He tried with different teachers. He tried with different groups. He cries all the time, okay?" And she goes, I'm desperate. I don't know what to do." I said, "That's cool. That's not a problem. Bring him along next time. We book a private lesson, one-to-one. I would recommend you because he might be scared of the group itself." She goes, "Yeah, that's fine. Fantastic." So we booked a private lesson, one-to-one. She brought him in. The first time when he saw me, he was like, "No, I'm not going." Imagine me, bald, tall guy, big guy here, and he got scared. And what I've done on the first lesson, and before I said to his mom, I was like, "Mom, listen, I've got my own methods, okay? And it might not necessarily that your son will get in the pool on the first or second lesson." She goes, "Tim, to be honest, I don't care anymore. Just teach him swimming. Do whatever it takes. I don't care." I was like, "All right, so leave him with me and you go and have a coffee or whatever. Sit on the viewing gallery." She goes, "Yeah, that's fine." And first lessons when he came in, he was a bit upset. I was like, "Listen, I forgot his name now." I goes, "Listen, don't cry. We're not going to be getting in the pool." When I said we're not getting in the pool, he stopped crying there and then, immediately. He goes, "Why?" I was like, "Well, first of all, we've got things to do. I need you to help me on poolside. Are you happy to do it?" He goes, "Yeah." And he was so excited that he's not getting in. And we were doing crazy stuff. We were moving floats from one side to another side of the swimming pool, from one corner to another, tidying up all the noodles and all. So crazy things and nothing related to swimming. The reason I did that is to build rapport with him, to build trust. So he knows that I look scary, but I'm not a bad guy. I'm quite softy. I'm quite nice, actually, sometimes. Okay. And the lesson was over. So the lesson was booked for half an hour. The lesson was over. He went home dry. So he didn't even got his swimming trunks wet. And the mom was like, "Okay." She texts me a message. After about 2 hours, she goes, "Tim, he's looking forward to his second lesson. What have you done?" I was like, "Yes, this is what we want." He turns up to the next lesson. Same thing. I said, I forgot his name again. I was like, "Listen, today we're not doing no lessons." He was over the moon. He was over the moon not to do the lesson. I was like, "Listen, but we have to get in a pool and we have to pick some stuff up, okay? And again, move it from one side to another." He goes, "Let's do it. Let's do it." And another lesson, we were moving stuff around, but again, we were already in the water, in a swimming pool. So it was a shallow, small pool. So the maximum depth was, I don't know, if I'll stand up, just above my knees. So it was quite shallow. And yeah, again, same lesson, moving stuff around, but in the water, crazy, absolutely crazy. If people would look at us, I was thinking, what are they doing? This is how it looked. And step by step, I made him fall in love with water and actually take part in whatever activities in the water. And he started enjoying it, and he was looking forward to his next session. That was very important. And step by step, day by day, I taught him swimming all 4 strokes. Okay? That took me, pardon me. That took him for about 2.5, maybe 3 years or so to learn them to quite good level. Okay? And then they left the country. Pardon me. They left the country, and actually recently his mom sent me a message and he said, Tim, he's a big boy now. She goes, Tim, thank you very much. My son loves swimming so bad. He doesn't swim professionally, but he goes to the swimming pool to do his fitness training, to stay fit. She goes, swimming is his favorite sport. You see? So why am I saying you this? Is try to avoid any pressure. Try to be patient, no matter who you are, a teacher or a parent, be patient, okay? Your job as a parent, for instance, to bring your child to the swimming pool and leave your child with the teacher, okay? Don't push them. Swimming, learning to swim or swimming pool itself, it's an unnatural environment for us, okay? And if some people pick things up quick, some people might not pick things up as quick, okay? It's not because someone's good, someone's bad. It is what it is. This is how it works. So patience, my friends. And the next age group is the age group from age of 4/5 and to no limit, okay? So the best age to start to learn to swim is the age 4/5 years old, okay? Why? Because kids at this age are psychologically and physically are ready to start taking instructions from their teachers, parents, whoever. They are ready to learn skills. They are ready to learn strokes. All of the strokes, no matter what the strokes are, including starts, turns, and all that. As you can see, I've drawn an arrow that has no limit. That's true. So a lot of people probably watching me, adults as well, mainly adults I think, who have questions. When can I start to learn to swim if I'm 40, 50, 60, 90, 80, whatever? Yes, guys, you can start. Just you need to understand that, of course, if we're talking about competitive swimming and achieving big goals in the get on the podium and this kind of stuff, of course, the sooner you start, the better. It's understandable. But in terms of learning to swim, you can start at any age with any abilities. Remember that the good teacher focuses on abilities, not disabilities. Okay? I've worked personally with adults and kids who have disabilities. As a good teacher, no, I'm not saying I'm a good teacher, but the good teachers, they never focus on what people cannot do. They focusing on what people can do. Yeah? So that's one of the things. So if you're an adult and you're just not sure if you're ready to start, yes, you are ready. Just sign up or just follow our videos, our platform, and you will be able to learn to swim, okay? But be patient. So if you still haven't signed up for the membership in the swimming pool, go now, okay? Go now. To be honest, I prefer, if we're talking about lessons in this age group, I prefer personally to work with adults. Why? Well, because at this age, let's say from 4 to 10, 11, you have to work a lot on the discipline, all right? You have to tell kids off, don't run, don't do this, don't talk to that person, don't talk to that person, please pay attention, and all that. That sucks the energy out of you, okay? So some lessons are so hard to deliver because, well, kids are different, isn't it? And some of them simply don't want to be there. They just want to socialize, they want to have fun and play games, but you still have to teach them something. So it's a kind of stressful environment, stressful job when you work with kids. Again, not all of them, but sometimes it happens. With adults, this never happens. Never, ever, ever, ever. When adults decide to finally turn up to the swimming lessons and learn skills, learn to swim, it's a pleasure. For me personally, I don't know about other teachers, for me, I love working with adults. Why? Because they know what they want. They know what they're here for. They really want to learn to swim. They don't mess about. They take your instructions. They work hard. They don't get distracted. How do you think? Is it a pleasure for a teacher? Of course it is. When the teacher delivers instructions and adults simply take them, okay, and trying to implement, trying to work hard. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Just to assure you that it's not too late for you to start to learn to swim. In my personal experience, I had a guy. He approached me on poolside. He was an old guy. He was about, I can't remember, 78 or 79. Yeah, that old. That's what I'm saying. No limit, okay? He approached me on poolside and he goes, Tim, I would like to learn to swim. How do you think? Is it possible? I was like, I don't know. Why are you asking me? How do you think? Is it possible? He goes, I don't know, but I would really like to. I was like, okay, so get in then. And he was like, he turned up next day and we started. He had so many health problems. Well, at the age of 80, you wouldn't you? And he had back problems, he had knee problems, he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that. But he was so determined. I absolutely love this guy. And he turned up to every training session. He worked hard, bless him. He worked so hard. I've spent about 2.5 years with him. Yeah, and we've trained. He was a pensioner. He had loads of time. And he said, Tim, I can attend as many lessons as you want. And I think we've worked with him 2 or 3 times a week, 1-to-1 lesson. And in about 2.5 years, he achieved 3 strokes. Don't get me wrong, not the perfect strokes, but he could swim all 3 strokes, front crawl, backstroke, and breaststroke. He could do all of that. And even now, I see he comes to the swimming pool and he does lengths and all that. Absolutely fantastic. I absolutely happy for this guy. So that's another proof to you that no matter the age, okay, from 4.5, remember this is where kids can start taking instructions and learn things, learn strokes. That's the beginning, and there is no, there is no end whenever you're ready. But like I said, I mentioned earlier, if you really want to achieve the podium and get to the competitive level, the sooner you start, the better. Right here. Okay? I really hope I motivated you a little bit, especially I'm talking about adults. If you got that motivation, come on guys, stand up, get ready. You have already subscribed to our Learn to Swim program. It's with you, and go and get yourself a membership in the swimming pool. Okay? But don't learn to swim yet. Don't rush. Okay? Go through all the theory sessions, go through all the lectures. So before you can get to practice, you need to get the theory. All right? And if you really want to follow the lesson further and learn something new, I will see you in the next clip.